Buffalo soldier, dreadlock rasta. Buffalo soldier, in the war for America, fighting on arrival, fighting for survival, dripping from the mainlands to the heart of the Caribbean. It was a buffalo soldier, dreadlock rasta. Buffalo soldier in the war for America.
Next, Bruce Jackson. Followed by Mr. Tony Jones and Representative Elizabeth Collins, and that will conclude our work.
Good evening, panel. I'd like to first take this time to say thank you to this distinguished panel of committeemen, aldermen, and the Honorable Secretary of State, Jesse White. Ladies and gentlemen, please give this wonderful panel a round of applause. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bruce Jackson. I'll give you a brief synopsis of my education. I hold several degrees, 3 of which are masters. I have a master's degree from Roosevelt University in government. I have a second master's degree also from Roosevelt University in healthcare. And I hold a third master's degree from Concordia University in education. I'll give you also a brief synopsis of my work history. I've been employed as a Chicago public school teacher. I also have been employed as a college professor for the city of Chicago. And I also have worked for the Chicago Police Department as a police officer. Also, I've worked for the federal government as a U.S. federal agent for the Department of Homeland Security and the U.S. Customs Department. Currently, I'm the executive director of a nonprofit called the Gift House. It is on the southwest side of Chicago. This nonprofit provides HIV and STD testing and counseling for a population that is most hard hit by HIV and AIDS. Now, I would like to go on more about the history, but enough about me. I would like to discuss some issues that have impacted our community greatly and some lessons we can learn from it. People don't fail because we aim too high and miss. We fail because we aim too low and hit. Aiming too low has been the problem in our community. For example, our state government has the economic resources to fund our schools. However, our children attend schools that are underfunded, and as a result, they receive an inferior education, aiming too low. Our state government has the funds from the stimulus dollars that were allocated to us for job recreation and economic revitalization. But those monies were spent elsewhere. So in communities of color, what we find is an unemployment rate of 30% and growing, aiming too low. I'm sure everyone in this room, including this distinguished panel, will find and know that someone in their community or in their home right now is without a job during a recession. Ladies and gentlemen, let's understand that our past does not have to become our future. It was Mother Teresa that said, we must be like a pencil in the hand of God, writing a new chapter that would improve our lives and empower our community. Gentlemen and ladies, committeemen, you have the power, along with the community, to make us great. But understand that greatness is a choice. It is not a destination. And this is why I stand before you today. I'm asking you to make a choice, to allow me to be the new voice in Springfield for the 5th District. Allow me to champion the concerns of the people and their dreams, to give them a brighter tomorrow. And in return, I won't let you down. I won't lay down. But most importantly, I won't aim low. Now on the way over here, someone was talking, they said, well, the committeemen, they've got to make a decision, they've got to do it quick because the state senator, we've been without a state senator for quite some time now. And that is correct. They said that the panel have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon you, didn't pick it, didn't choose it. It is up to this panel to use it. Suffer if we abuse it, give account if we lose it. Just a tiny little minute, but the future of the 5th District is in it. I am Bruce Jackson, and I am ready to serve as your next state senator. Thank you, gentlemen.
Mr. Jackson.
Yes.
What do you think of Barack Obama?
I think Barack Obama is an incredible man and an outstanding president.
And your words again, are fantastic. I think the message is right. Let me go back to what I've asked some of the others. Were you to be appointed, and as you said, the district's been without a senator for a little bit of time now. You'd have to start right away. Are there any specific initiatives, any specific pieces of legislation that you could point to that you'd say you want to try to move this session as a senator for the 5th District?
Well, that's an excellent question, and let me say this. Right now, the state is in turmoil. I mean, if we ever needed a postal child example, look at Wisconsin. We don't want what's happening to Wisconsin to happen in Illinois. And so one of the things I would move on is to get the capital bill passed right away without delay. Also, I would begin to look at trying to find economic resources to try to stabilize our budget. And one of the ways we can do that is begin to, I'm for raising the tax on the cigarette, I'm for raising taxes on alcohol, and I'm also for looking at bringing in gambling as a viable economic resource so that we can begin to stabilize our budget and begin to bring viable programs back into Illinois.
Let me follow that up. That's an interesting question, issue that you brought up.
Gambling and the lottery tend to be seen as two of the most regressive taxes out there because they're used primarily by lowest income people. So you don't have an issue with having a revenue stream that's going to generate the money from the people that can afford it the least?
Well, here's the concern with that. We can try to legislate human behavior, but if we're losing money to places like Indiana, Indiana's doing quite well. It's Illinois that's in trouble. So what I first want to do, but keep in mind that there's no greater exercise for the heart than reaching down and lifting someone up. I'm not trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater right now. I'm just trying to put out a fire in Illinois.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions? Mr. Jackson? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Stolen from someone, brought to the Caribbean, and they were stolen from Africa, brought to America, fighting an arrival, fighting for survival. If you want to know your history, you got to know where you're coming from. Then you wouldn't have to ask me, who the hell do you think I am? I'm just a buffalo soldier, dreadlock rasta, buffalo soldier, in the war for America. survival, drifting from the mainlands to the heart of the Caribbean. But it's a boy-yo-yo, boy-yo-yo-yo, boy-yo-yo, boy-yo-yo-yo, boy-yo-yo.